As more and more of our daily lives are conducted online, cyber breaches and data leaks that risk harm to both consumers and organisations are an increasing concern. Consumers want to be sure the online services they use are safe and that their data is secure and won't be abused. The Internet Society's Online Trust Alliance is highlighting exemplary online performers with its 10th annual Online Trust Audit and Honour Roll. OTA evaluated, analysed and scored more than 1,000 consumer-facing organisations on best practices in consumer protection, security standards and privacy and data protection. New this year, we added the healthcare sector and started monitoring, but not scoring, yet, compliance with GDPR, the EU's privacy and data protection regulation that went into effect in 2018. To gain a place on OTA's esteemed honour roll, an organisation must score 80% or greater across a range of stringent criteria. This year, 70% of all organisations made it on the honour roll, and the 50 top scorers were named as Best of Class. In addition to providing consumer security and peace of mind, the Honour Roll's Best of Class achievers demonstrate a strong commitment to best practices and set the bar for their peers to follow. Here are the 2018 audit highlights. Overall Honour Roll achievement is 70%, the highest score ever, driven by improvement in email authentication and site security. Here are the category highlights. Email authentication, 89% use SPF at the top level domain. Associated technologies, 73% use TLS between mail servers, led by news media sites. Site security, sites that encrypt all web sessions, always on SSL, grew to 93%. Privacy practices, breaches and settlements, 15% had some level of breach, led by consumer sites. Email authentication was at a record high with 76% of organisations having both SPF and DKIM. Here are the sector highlights. Consumer services. We added payment and video streaming services this year. Top adoption of email authentication at 96%. Top overall privacy score with 76. Highest use of vulnerability reporting at 43%. Highest breach rate at 34%. Internet retailers. There was a significant improvement in email authentication. Failures dropped from 28% to just 9%. Lowest DMARC adoption at 34%. Privacy failures rose nearly 50% up to 23%. News and media. We added sports sites this year. Honour Roll achievement was 78%. There was nearly a quadrupled use of always encrypted sessions, going from 26% to 93%. And a solid rise in email authentication adoption to plus 15%. ISPs, carriers, hosts and email providers. There was a significant improvement in email authentication. Failures dropped from 45% to 25%. Federal government. A big turnaround occurred from the last report. Top overall Honour Roll achievement of 91%. Top site security score 94. Highest DMARC adoption 93%. DMARC policy enforcement 83%. Highest IPv6 adoption 46%, and lowest overall failure rate at just 8%. Banks. There has been significant improvement in email authentication. Failure rates dropped from 45% to 13%. Second highest use of SPF and DKIM at top-level domain at 84%. Highest use of extended validation certificates for websites at 71%. Lowest instance of cross-site scripting at just 5%. Healthcare. New this year to the Honour Roll, representing a blend of top pharmacies, testing labs, health insurance companies and hospital chains. Lowest overall Honour Roll achievement at 57%. Second highest privacy scores with 73. Lowest adoption of always encrypted sessions at 82%. Here are the 2018 Honour Roll's top 50. 23andMe achieved the top score in the health sector. Federal Emergency Management Agency (FEMA) were top of the federal sector. First National Bank of Omaha were the highest scoring organisation in the banking sector. The top scoring internet service provider or host was Google Cloud Platform. Google News was top of the news sector and Google Play was top scorer in the retailer sector. The top scorer for the consumer sector was PayPal. Read the full report at otalliance.org/honour roll.